Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Tarot Tuesday. Last week we had the Wheel of Fortune, which is a fantastic card to get in your spread. If you're enjoying these weekly tarot lessons, you're going to want to join me for Intuitive Tarot class starting April 22nd. And you're registered at ivyleaguepsychicacademy.com. I'll be teaching you the traditional method and the intuitive method of reading. If you can't make it live, it's available for video download and all year round too. So you might want to check that out now. All right, let's see what we have this week. Shuffle these. Yep. Huh, that's funny. Yep. Oh, the Prince of Cups. Okay, there he is, the ever fancy Page of Cups. So if you recall from my last page video, pages is something new, much like an ace, but I feel like the elevated version of. And cups being, emotions and things, one thing that this would represent would be the ushering in of a new relationship, or maybe an increased step from friendship to romance. And there's a creative element to this too that I do find with all the pages as well. So this would be creative in the artistic sense, not just, say, building with their hands or able to come up with ideas. This feels like, art, painting, and any type of expression that way. A lot of people would associate this with water sign males, young males. A lot of times you'll see that too with just any pages in general to say young males. But we would say, masculine energy. So this, if it comes up in your spread and it's like in a certain spot for a person, because these can be people or situations, you may want to look at that as one of the descriptors. Okay, another description for this would be someone who's emotionally intuitive. And so you may see this come up for someone who's very empathic or someone who is just really in tune with other people and is like a really good listener. They're able to love pretty freely, but they're still lacking, say, the definition that the King of Cups would have, where it's not as balanced yet, but, they're still very good at displaying and communicating themselves. We can check out here his undergarments. They're all pink, which is nice for young love. So this would really push forward that aspect of the card. But I do feel the way his head wrap kind of does the Bib Fortuna thing around his neck kind of helps bring it down. He's not really in the clouds. There's a connection between, the head and the rest of him. So in the upright, this is a really nice card. It's really fruitful and hopeful and very promising, and despite the fact I don't like looking at him, I think that's just a personal thing. He irritates me, but he does signify good things. Now in the reverse, this is where it gets a little rough. Page of Cups in reverse is like a wicked brat. Here's where that young really kicks in, because it's just someone who's so inexperienced with their emotions that they cannot handle them. They're overly moody, they're very imbalanced, prone to mood swings, just not in control of it. So this could be to the point where they would be obsessive even. They don't have that balance between themselves and the love partner. If we look at the hat in the upright, that was the peak of this, so it kind of is all in balance between the head and the heart. And this one, in the reverse, the heart is higher up, so it's just really more emotion-fueled and less intuitive, we'll say. And in the reverse, it looks like the cup's upside down, so the cup's going to run out, it's going to spill out, it's giving too much, or it's, it's just not being part of yourself. It's be the classic ghosting personality. There is a wealth of information in the court cards, but unfortunately these are just short videos. So if you're interested in learning more, I have a whole night designated to the court cards. If you check out Intuitive Tarot with me, it's starting April 22nd. You can register at ivyleaguepsychicacademy.com. I'd love to have you there. And until then, I will see you next week for Tarot Tuesday.